Hey everybody, it's Brian Baston on location in Wimpson, West Virginia. And today we got a good show lined up for you as Mac Thompson, the land specialist from Southern, comes on. He's going to talk about how to set up your student email accounts. Should be a good show. You guys stay tuned.
The purpose of this workshop today was to discuss the new Microsoft Live at EDU email and online offering that Southern is offering to the students. First portion of the workshop is going to be just mainly I'm going to be talking and discussing it a little bit, and then I'm going to switch over to the laptop and actually go through the procedures and show you. The Microsoft Live at EDU offering is an offering that Microsoft developed in coordination with higher education institutions to offer students a more enabled email client. A Windows Live ID is created for the student at the student.southern.wvnet.edu domain. Now, there's no need to write that down at this point in time, but when a student actually receives their email, say for example, my student name would be THOMW001. My email address would be THOMW001 at student.southern.wvnet.edu. I'm going to switch to my laptop I have here, and I've already signed on to the network. There's two ways of actually accessing the Live at EDU login window for the students at this point in time. You can either go to the bottom of our southernwv.edu webpage and click on the student email link, or you can directly type in the address for the Microsoft Exchange Labs, which is https://outlook.com/OWA. Now this is the address right here, https://outlook.com/OWA. When we go to that site, when you get to the site, it's going to display the Microsoft Outlook Live. And there's going to be a signing window. There's going to be two fields that the students are going to see. The Windows Live ID field, which is right here, and I'm pointing using the mouse cursor, by the way, so you can follow along with me. You have the field for the Windows Live ID and the password. The Windows Live ID for all students will be what their Novell username is, followed by the @student.southern.wvnet.edu. For example, my student would be THOMW001 at student.southern.wvnet.edu. Now, the very, very first time that a student logs on to the Live at EDU product, they're going to use the exact same password that their Novell account's reset to every time. If you look in now, on this screen here, when it comes up, it's going to ask you to provide account information. There's a security screen where it actually asks you to type in the 6 characters that the student sees, which I'll just go ahead and type that in. It's then going to ask for verification. And it's going to ask you to type in your password again, which the very first time, remember, is in all capital letters. Now, directly below that, you're going to see a change your password field. It's got two areas for people to type their password in. It says type new password, and then retype new password. And in the middle of it, there's an indicator that indicates to the student how strong or how hard it would be to actually crack the password and get into it from someone that wasn't authorized. They can go through and use whatever they want to right here for their password. But I will type in my new password right here, and I'm using a weak password just for demonstration. Now, down below it, it's got an area where it says you can make their password expire every 72 days. If they don't want to make their password expire, they don't have to expire their password, so it would be the same thing they change it to every time they log on. Bottom, this is an extremely important section of this dealing with the student email account resets. There is a place for the students to select a question and then to type in a secret answer. And then directly below that, there's a place to type in an alternate email address, which would be a personal email address of the student that's using the account that they use at home. Now, what this will enable them to do is when they go through and type in their question and type in their secret answer, if they would somehow forget what they set their password to for their official Southern student email, they could click on a link and have them email a form they could have to put in their username and answer, or their secret question and their secret answer, and it would automatically reset their Southern student email automatically without having to call anybody, without having any trouble anytime. But I'm going to select a secret question real fast. And my best childhood friend was myself. And an alternate email address. At the very bottom of the page, it goes through and asks you what your country region is. And they just have to click United States of America, fairly easy state, West Virginia. Zip code, the zip code of where they're signing up their account for. And then you click submit. Get to the point where it says to click onto the sign into Windows Live, click on that. It's going to come up and it's going to automatically have their username that they just entered in. Oh, it didn't. I'll put it back in. The THLMW001, and then of course it would be their student account. At student.southern.wnet.edu, and then they'd have to type in their password that I just typed in, and I now click sign in. Now, when the student does this, the very first time they come in, it's going to ask them what year they were born, and I'll type in really long ago date, and then it's going to ask them if they review and accept the agreements. There's several agreements here that if you click on it, it'll open up other windows, such as the Windows Live Service Agreement and the Privacy Statement, which is just standard issue agreements you're going to use the service lawfully. You're not going to try to manipulate the service. You're going to follow all the rules, etc., etc. So I've already read that, so I'm going to click on I accept. Now, you actually have a blind and low vision experience that you can click on to check it if you have problems seeing, and which I don't. It comes up automatically with English. You have to pick your time zone, which we're in the Eastern time zone. And keep in mind that all these configurations are a one-time thing only, because once you go through and set it up, you don't have to do this none at all ever again. It remembers everything. And then, lo and behold, it comes up with your Live@edu Outlook web interface for your. But so far, that's how you initially set up the student's Live@edu account. At this point in time, any email that's been sent to that student will be viewable by the student. They can respond to it. They can go through and generate new email. They can send new email out. They're ready to go. They just have to remember their student username, and they have to remember their password. And that's the only thing they now.
So there you have it, gang. We got more coming up on this little part because there's plenty of stuff out there for you. Some free stuff, some cheap stuff that you could go get that'll help your life as a student just because you have a student email address. But for this episode, we're out of here. I'm Brian Baisden. We'll see you later.